14 ugly paintings, worth millions of dollars. 14. Red Curve 7, by Ellsworth Kelly. $9.8 million. Kelly was famous for hard-edge painting. This style basically features color shapes. Kelly also made sculptures of simple geographic shapes. 13. Lafina DDO, by Lucio Fontana. $29 million. Fontana founded the spatialism art movement. His most famous paintings are slashes. He would violently slash a canvas with a razor blade. This work, made in 1964, features holes instead. 12. Untitled, Riot, by Christopher Wool. $29.9 million. Wool is a post-conceptualist. In his case, it means he paints words. Stenciled words on white canvases are apparently art. 11. Untitled, New York City, by Twombly. $70.5 million. Twombly created a series of blackboard paintings. He also had a similar series of gray paintings. They may be hard to tell apart, but they sell pretty well. 10. Blackfire 1, by Barnett Newman. $84.2 million. Newman is considered a pillar of abstract expressionism. He mostly painted color-field artworks. 9. Triptych, 1976, by Francis Bacon. $86.3 million. No one really knows what's going on here. Some critics say the piece references the myth of Prometheus. Bacon never explained his imagery. 8. Buffalo 2, by Robert Rauschenberg. $88.8 million. This silkscreen painting looks like a defaced picture of JFK, but Christie says it captured the social, political, and artistic zeitgeist of the 1960s. It's Rauschenberg's most expensive work. 7. Silver Car Crash, Double Disaster, by Andy Warhol. $105.4 million. Warhol, the inventor of pop art, was never subtle. This work is a serigraph, depicting exactly what it says. There's a car crash, and the car is silver, in black and white. 6. Flag, by Jasper. $110 million. This is currently the most expensive painting by a living artist. It's not ugly, but would you pay $110 million for it? John says it was inspired by a dream of the U.S. flag. It's one of more than 40 U.S. flags he painted. 5. Untitled, by Jean-Michel Basquiat. $110.5 million. Basquiat was prominent in the American Neo-Expressionism movement. He started as a graffiti artist in the streets of New York. This work is spray paint and oil stick on canvas. The artist never bothered naming it. 4. Woman 3, by Willem de Kooning. $137.5 million. De Kooning was yet another abstract expressionist. He painted a series called Women in the early 1950s. The 6 works were only differentiated by numbers. This is the most expensive of them. 3. Masterpiece, by Roy Liechtenstein. $165 million. No, it's not just a blown-up comic panel. It's a painting by American pop artist Roy Liechtenstein, and it's actually called Masterpiece. 2. Number 6, Violet, Green and Red, by Mark Rothko. $186 million. Rothko was one of the most famous color field painters. Most of his artworks are just colored rectangles. None of them are cheap. 1. Number 17A, by Jackson Pollock. $220 million. Pollock is perhaps the most famous abstract expressionist. He invented the drip technique. Instead of actually painting, he would splash or drip paint randomly onto the canvas.